For this debate, we have the question of the three great eye powers in Naruto, which one is the strongest? I'm of the opinion that Renegon is the strongest eye power. Besides the fact that Jiraiya says
His
that
opinion.
Renegon is without question the most
His
powerful
opinion.
eye
Wow.
technique. Let me go
Wow. So should we use everybody's opinion in
into
Naruto as a fact? Should we
why.
use everybody? Sasuke is clearly the strongest Uchiha when we've seen that Itachi was stronger and Madara was stronger. Oh, wait a second. Sasuke got the most power-ups of any Uchiha we've seen ever. He just got powered up after powered up after powered up. Like, I'm gonna do experiments on Sasuke. I'm gonna go to this guy, get powers. I'm gonna get like this dead guy's powers. I'm gonna get Sasuke got like numerous dead people's powers.
I mean,
So should we go our opinion?
No one
Sasuke is clearly the most talented Uchiha ever.
no one even beat Madara.
Who seems to like endlessly require dead people's power ups. Opinions or facts.
To match Naruto, who has got powers, but
opinions or facts now. Mm-hmm.
no, it's not just any opinion. It's the opinion of one of the wisest and most respected.
He did not support it. He did not support it
In the show.
If he did it like a dissection of all the other powers,
show.
we can take it. We can take it better.
In the show, let's just get that out of there. But so basically, I'm gonna go over the Renegon's powers. Right, you can see chakra, which all of the eye powers can do
Not
to
all.
varying,
Not all. The
varying
three great ones.
The three great ones. They can see to varying degrees. It's a bit unclear the level to which you can see. So
Seems to be the second strongest in that area.
yeah.
It seems to be Sharingan the lowest, Rinnegan's the second, and then Byakugan's the strongest.
Okay, the next power that you can do is you can create black receivers, which allow you to transmit your chakra, which allowed Nagato to develop a technique that gave him some of the functionality of Rinnegan because he could see, through multiple people he was transmitting his chakra through. You get access to the 6 path techniques, which only Rinnegan users can use. The Ashura path allows you to summon mechanical and mechanized weapons. The human path allows you to read someone's mind. It also kills them afterwards, but I mean, once you read their mind, you really need them. The Preta path allows you to absorb chakra from both people and ninjutsu. The animal path allowing you to summon various summons that have their own ridiculous powers. There's a chameleon which gives itself invincibility, a panda that can harden itself super hard.
Okay.
Like,
those were summons. There's no record that there's exclusive to pain pads. To the Rinnegan. Those are summons it could do. Then it's already exclusive summons to the Rinnegan.
But
let's move it along.
But
move that one along.
Okay. I'm pretty sure that they're exclusive, but
he took a master summoner chick and killed her and brought her back.
Those were not those. He used those puppets, but they were already the powers of Pain. Like Pain could use those.
Pain
powers
had his exclusive Rinnegan powers, and he had the skills of the people that he killed and turned to black receivers.
It seems that
he had those skills because the white key doesn't go into great detail.
He had the ability to use all of the paths of Pain by himself.
And let's clear this up. Yes. He had the Rinnegan's powers.
Yes.
And he transferred the abilities to his to his puppets.
To his puppets, yeah.
To his necro puppets.
Yes.
And the necro puppets also had the skill and abilities of when they were alive. Yeah, they did.
I don't know about that because
they did. They
only had because they only used techniques. Like the pain pads.
They used their pain pads abilities because it were really powerful, but they had their abilities when they were alive. They could actually use them, and they were really strong Hokage level former ninja guys. They specifically got those guys because they were strong. They did have their skills. But I don't know if I could use a fucking gravitational pull like repulsion for like why am I gonna use any other move? Like this move that took all this chakra and it's kind of slow and maybe known. I have this unique move that's unstoppable. Like, but they had their abilities because they still had their fighting styles. They still had their fighting styles, which Jiraiya commented on, to my memory. And I'm going off the top of the head.
I believe that Jiraiya recognized them, but I don't think that they had their styles because one of the things is like the summoning one, it only summoned, and Jiraiya was like, "This is weird." Nagato knows all these techniques, and he's literally only using the summoning jutsu, right? The one that has the gravity powers, it only used the gravity powers, and we know
because it didn't need to.
That's like, but what I'm saying is it really didn't seem like these were powers that they have, because the one that was the Ashura Path, the mechanical one, I'm quite sure that was one of Pain's powers because he even used
I'm not saying that wasn't his power. I'm saying that they have the ability to use the abilities of the other people if he wanted to. But there's no need because you're already used to working as a group. Like, in that way, he works with them a certain way to use the powers in coordination, which is already really strong. Why am I going to make them work in a way that they don't work together well as a group?
I don't know, man.
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't know, because the other thing is, one of the paths of Pain, I think it's the human path, the one with mind reader abilities, he just uses it to block attacks because it only can mind read. Like, so he sacrifices it multiple times to save the more important paths. If it could use other jutsus, I feel like he would have used them, but he never did anything with it, like, outside. So it's like useful in intelligence gathering.
But why would you do that? If he has to use another jutsu, would it be able to use his mind reading jutsu at that point?
But it can't use its mind reading jutsu in battle, though. Which is why he sacrifices it when he fights. So it would be more useful if he could use another jutsu to just use another jutsu. Right. Yeah, so
I'll go over that later.
Yeah,
I'll go over it later at another time. I'm going to rewatch the series.
Yeah.
Get enough clues. I think they could use different powers. But
I mean, it would make it better, but I mean, it would help my argument.
It would, but I don't mind.
But genuinely, just being like, intellectually honest, I don't believe that it could, or it didn't seem like it could.
No, but I didn't remember that. You're right, because he would have been using it.
Okay, and then the Diva Path, which is the most broken one, it gives you access to the gravitational powers, which allow you to push and pull people and summon that terrestrial body attack. And then the Naraka Path, which allows you to summon the King of Hell to
cripples you.
Does cripple you, but it can revive the dead within a limited time, and it can also pull souls out of people and do weird interrogation moves. And
when it does that, it cripples you.
Yeah,
it starts pulling souls out of people, right?
Well, he did use it, like, I don't know if you remember, in the village, like, to interrogate people. There was like a jutsu.
Was this after he was crippled?
Yeah, this is after he was crippled.
So after he's crippled, it seemed like he didn't have a cost anymore. It sucked up his vitality because he died when he fucking brought everybody back in the other village. Like, I'm going to use this move and die there too.
Yeah, but he was really depleted. It's arguable whether he would have.
He brought a whole village back.
I
think he would have died.
He was,
but if he didn't die, I think he would have been like, really been done. Like, he'd have been like, man, I'm done for the week.
Yeah, he done. But that was after the fight. After he used a shit ton of like life draining moves, he brought back a whole city. But yeah, it's
But I'm not saying that's wrong.
Okay, so I would argue that for reasons that I'm sure we'll get into later, that Rinnegan might be the weakest in one-on-one direct combat out of all three abilities.
Thank you for finally admitting this. Yes.
But I argue that the Rinnegan is the best because it's the most versatile, and it's the most, like, you can get the most maximal use out of having the Rinnegan. If you can only have one eye power, you can use it to gain a lot of the functionality of the other eye moves, and you still get access to unique moves. So Pain was able to get some of the Rinnegan functionality by having multiple pains and sharing the vision.
You mean Byakugan?
Byakugan, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. And he was also able, you get some of the Sharingan functionality because you get an affinity for all 6 chakra types. So you can learn any move at 100% efficiency.
No. Not 100% efficiency.
Yeah, you get access to all 6 chakra types.
100% efficiency.
Yeah, but if
that's literally a Sharingan. I see you, I copy you.
No, but it doesn't give you like the you can't just see and copy. You still have to learn the move.
But that's my point. You said efficient. That means that's efficiency comes from skill and experience. I could just see a move and learn it with efficiency.
No.
Or I could just somebody could teach it to me.
No,
because you can learn by imitation.
Yeah, you have to learn the move.
So that means it's not 100% efficient.
But if your element is thunder and you try and learn, it gives you access to.
I'm just going over the way you said it. It gives you access to the elements, which allows you and also gives you, because you have access to the elements and you can see how chakra is controlled. Just like a Byakugan.
Yeah.
It can speed up the learning curve of learning moves.
But you actually have. You have all 6 chakra types. If you're
There's 5 chakra types.
My bad. But all 5 chakra types.
Yeah.
If you're thunder,
and I don't have a
if
laptop
your chakra type is you have 4 laptops in front of you.
No, I don't. No, there's 4. There's 1, 2, 3,
4.
And this is closed. And that's closed. So there's 2.
I don't have...
And this as a recorded screen. And the other one's over there behind me.
TJ,
and you have 4. All the facts on your page.
I don't have all the facts on my page. Yeah. I only have the Rinnegan powers written down because there's a billion of them.
And I don't have it. I'm still going to win.
Win what?
I'm going to win this debate. This off the dome raw debate. Unedited, uncut. At 8, guys. I'm done. I didn't eat. I was feeling really weak. And, I don't even know where you're going with 100% efficiency.
Because if you are a thunder, you are thunder, right? Or lightning or whatever the fuck, and you try to learn a water move, you're not going to be able to be 100% efficient with the move. It's going to be shittier because it's not your element.
There's so many variabilities to being efficient.
TJ, I mean, on the base level.
The way you're phrasing it is kind of weird. It doesn't give you 100% efficiency. This is not Hunter x Hunter.
That's what in terms.
No.
Yes, you can learn the move.
You can learn the move from anyone in Naruto. In Hunter x Hunter, you can't, and that's why you have to be efficient. In Naruto, you could use anyone. It's just that you can't use unique moves. The difference with the Sharingan and the Rinnegan is that with the Rinnegan, I have a greater ability to learn all the moves. So I could learn Jiraiya's unique moves, anybody's unique elemental release moves.
Yeah.
Sharingan I can't, unless I have that element.
Okay.
Doesn't stop me from using moves, though. Doesn't give me 100% efficiency like this is Hunter. And I'm I only got I'm an emitter and I can't use, I can't use materialization that well. I gotta be more efficient since I can't generate or do it at a higher level. It's not what's going on here. It's not what's going on here. Don't bring Hunter logic to a Naruto fight.
Yeah, because my bad. I actually used the logic of a series that implores logic.
Exactly. This is like borderline Dragon Ball / Magic. This is like a hybrid of those 2 logics. So look, Rinnegan is an amazing power, but it's not that amazing. A Rinnegan user doesn't seem to have any unique advantages. It may not even be able to beat a Sharingan user in a 1-on-1.
How?
So now, what abilities does a Rinnegan user have that would give them the ability to definitively win or have an overwhelming advantage over a Sharingan user?
Ripping the soul out of them.
Can it rip the soul out of me if I could jump into another dimension of space or a different location or phase myself intangible? Does it work when I do that? Are you sure about this? Because I'm pretty sure if I jump to another location, you can't. Because it seems to be, sure. And I'm not sure if I'm intangible. You can. That's up in the air for debate.
I do not know this, but
because I'm actually in a different location, but I just physically seem to be there.
Hey man, look at that.
So that. What else would you use?
like there's just no nuance. Like, oh, I can just perfectly counter your soul rip out technique.
Yeah, that's your ultimate move. I mean, what are you gonna do now?
That move is so broken.
Yes, that I can run away.
And your only option for that move and the move where they make a fucking celestial body and gravitationally pull you into you.
Yeah, I teleport away, or I phase and then sink it to the ground and just chill. Like, well, I guess when he's done, I'll come out like.
Those two moves are.
Yeah, I'm not denying how crazy those moves are, but does it stop my Sharingan?
Does it stop your Sharingan? Mm-hmm. No, I can't just disable your Sharingan.
No, but does it give me an advantage? Example, Byakugan has a great advantage against Rinnegan.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's advantages to things.
Yeah.
So what does the Rinnegan advantage of the Rinnegan give me over Sharingan?
It doesn't give you a direct combat advantage over the Sharingan. But my argument is that the Rinnegan is the best because it's the most versatile of all the eyes techniques.
That's debatable, man. Byakugan is pretty versatile.
I don't.
The Byakugan is not very versatile?
The Byakugan is very versatile, but it's not as versatile as Rinnegan.
So, the Byakugan, I can use Shadow Clones, and I can get a similar effect as the Shadow Puppet, as the Necro Puppets from Rinnegan. And when we have the Rinnegan, that doesn't mean that you have Necro Puppets. That's what Pain did. That's an option he has. Doesn't mean he has to do it. And if he uses Necro Puppets, and he will still be able to run around, it takes away chakra, so he limits his mobility because he's using puppets. Yeah. And it's like super realistic puppets, so it drains a lot of chakra. I read it. Drains a lot of chakra. That's not like normal puppets, so you're gonna lessen your combat ability, but you're gonna have more. You know what's a pretty good move though? You know it's a move that kind of works like that, but it's pretty good. It's called Shadow Clone. Shadow Clones. So that's like, I don't have a Shadow Clone Jutsu. That's pretty good. It gives me Shadow Clone Jutsus, but my question is, why did Pain go through this trouble of getting Hokage level people if he didn't have the abilities, access to their powers or skills? We could just get normal people to use these abilities. Seems like there's Hokage level people for a reason, implying that they may use their skills. But that's me complimenting your Rinnegan. If they could do this, it would be stronger. But I'm just still saying a Shadow Clones just kind of are pretty good. So now you're like, oh, well, what does a Shadow Clone have to do with a Byakugan? Because they're separate things. Or a Sharingan. Well, a Sharingan can copy it. And a Byakugan, I can learn it faster. Even faster than a Rinnegan. Even faster. And, now the ultimate eyes I'm picking, that is the strongest eyes, and is the Byakugan. The Byakugan are the strongest of all the eyes. However, the caveat is that the eyes were improperly used. And even improperly used, they were the strongest eyes. I'm talking off the abilities. So now, your arguments when we argued before was, well, let's look at explicit characters and how they used it. Well, because let's take Pain, who crippled himself. Win-win. No, clearly that was stupid.
Crippled himself, let's look 40 high-level
whatever.
ninjas
He crippled
at
himself.
the same time.
And if he could run around, he wouldn't have got owned by Naruto. So now let's go back here. Let's go back.
Okay.
Let's go back. Let's go back here. Oh, Itachi. Blinded myself. I'm just saying, the way a character uses an ability doesn't necessarily mean that it could not be used in another way that was more efficient.
Yeah.
And even then, it was pretty good. Now if we're gonna rate, this is a separate thing, and if we want to go into characters, I could literally prove that Neji arguably had the same level of potential or even more potential than Itachi or most of these other geniuses.
Mm-hmm.
Neji was amazing. It was a genius among geniuses to me, okay?
Yeah.
And if Neji had aged to a similar degree of non-stop training, just that growth curve, I think he would have been way stronger. Now, looking at how they use their powers and the insane abilities of the Byakugan, normal Byakugan. Oh my gosh, it's this best power. The Byakugan gives me Superman vision. I could have X-ray vision, infrared vision. Like, the visions don't stop. Like, it's ridiculous. If I can't, at a higher level, I can see through anything. It makes me harder to see through things, but I still can see through it because I have to level up.
Yeah.
And if there's something I can't see through, I know it's a high-level ninja. So it's like, for tactics and war, like with my shadow clones, because I can learn it faster, I can literally go out there and be like, that's kind of a high-level guy. We need to kind of be careful here. Let me read the tags on it. My super sight. Oh, yeah, that's a genjutsu. Yeah. Check that chakra flow. Yeah, okay. And in ninja battles, what really decides a lot of ninja battles? Prep time and strategy and tactics. Those little things when they formulate battle plans work a lot in that show. So it's a little bit different from, yes, I have more ki than you, and I power up higher than you, and shoot, make a fireball. It doesn't actually work like that. There's nuances in Dragon Ball, okay? Kind of started going out the window near the end, but there's still nuances, okay? So that means I could devise better tactics to defeat my enemies. Kind of sounds like it's better than the Rinnegan in the case of strategy and tactics. Okay, now does the Rinnegan, is it implicitly good in the powers of the eyes, like off base that I have? Yes, but in potential growth of a person from eyes, which is how Sharingan works, the Byakugan is the best. The Byakugan is the king. Okay, so let's take a Sharingan user versus a Byakugan user. A basic Sharingan user versus a basic Byakugan user. Well, odds are I'm kind of block you or touch you at some point. They go, oh, that's not true. Pretty sure Naruto grabbed Sasuke before and hit him, even when he had his third Tomo eyes. Pretty sure that, Itachi got touched before, And if I hit you, I can kill you, damage your organs, crippling you. I can seal off your chakra. The status effects of me touching you are crazy. If I don't use any chakra, I can still damage your organs. I break your bones, but I don't normally do that. Cause nerve shock. The insight that it naturally gives me is just insane. Okay, so hand to hand with a Rinnegan, I think I'm gonna stop your flow of your chakra from your eyes and your little powers because they're not gonna be that great. When it comes now to being able to conserve chakra energy and use it effectively, the Byakugan gives me 100% chakra control. Yeah!
Here's the
that
thing.
really means that I'm going to be, while you're using big flashy Rinnegan eye powers and breaking yourself, I'm still pretty fresh with my sweet Byakugan powers. I'm using my moves efficiently because I can see what you're going to do way before you even do it. My insight, the insight of the Byakugan far exceeds any of the other eyes. I'm going to let you do that while I step over here because I'm dropping a fictional mic in my hand. Drop.
So
walk in
TJ
and I'm
made
making wank singles.
the fallacious argument that because it's better in a direct combat that it makes it the best eye power, which obviously you can see is a fallacious reasoning, but okay.
No, I'm not making
it's
that
very
argument.
it's
that
very
is the better eyes because it's directly in combat. That's not my only argument I'm making.
It's very debatable what would happen if you try to use soft fist on someone, or it's called soft fist, on a Rinnegan user, because one of the paths of pain is chakra absorption, and the other path allows you to summon the death god. You could literally get your soul ripped out.
my Byakugan allows me to see when you're doing these things.
Yeah, but I don't know what would happen. I don't know if the soul, if you might still get your soul ripped out.
I can see you doing it, and if I touch you and disrupt your chakra before, how it's gonna work? You're gonna either use more, it's gonna take longer.
But the way he disrupts your chakra is by putting his chakra through his hands into the other person. So he's inserting his chakra. But if I have chakra absorption powers, it might negate the effects of your chakra.
Does the person, the original user, could they use chakra absorption, or do they have to use a necro puppet?
They don't have to use a necro puppet. Pain could do it by himself. Nagako could do it by himself because when he was revived, he still had all the powers of all the paths of pain.
All right, okay. So he can do that by himself. My thing is like, I'm okay with all of that, but what I'm saying that is that I can see how you're absorbing chakra. None of the other people that they fought could disrupt chakra. And if I'm seeing how you absorb chakra, there's nothing to say that I can't hit you from another Tenketsu. And then for multiple hits, disrupt your chakra. Now that would be interesting to see. Can you absorb chakra or can you not? And here's the thing why this fails. Because my Byakugan allows me to absorb chakra.
I can also siphon out your soul by touching you. That's like if you're willing to take that risk. I mean,
siphon out souls.
Yeah.
Siphon out souls. Where? When?
It's the fucking
When? Where? When he cripples himself?
No. The one of the paths does it with the one that revives people from the dead. Mm-hmm. It also sucks people's souls out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, mm-hmm. He did it in the Hidden Leaf Village when he was attacking. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And did it suck out Jiraiya's soul?
Did it suck out Jiraiya's soul?
Yeah.
No, it didn't just suck out Jiraiya's soul.
Why?
Because Jiraiya got stabbed to death with the.
But why didn't it suck out his soul?
Because they couldn't get in range of him.
Okay, and did it suck out like Naruto's soul? Because that's what they were gonna do ultimately. So did it suck out Naruto's soul?
Didn't suck out Naruto's soul.
Did it suck out Hinata's soul?
I actually don't even remember how Hinata died.
She didn't die. She just got beat the fuck up.
But
she broke some rods there with her Byakugan by touching it, using her Byakugan on them, and her Byakugan seemed to be super fucking effective. Super fucking effective against Pain.
Until she got wrecked.
Because there was a huge gap. She was just shooting. That's what I'm saying. Pain was clearly beating the crap out of her, but she was like really insistent. Like, I'm gonna protect Naruto for love. She got beaten up, but once she got those hits, like blap, when she hit him, it was really effective.
She got wrecked.
I'm saying that when she hit him, Loli Hinata hit him, it was pretty effective.
Yeah, effective. Against, I forgot what path she was fighting, but I doubt that she was fighting against the absorption or the fucking or the what is that? The diva path.
And I'm pretty sure they can't use all the powers at the same time. The Byakugan has like an advantage though. It has an advantage.
I could
against
see.
a Rinnegan, and
I can see. I mean, there are some weird little
nuances about how they can. That's my point.
So,
that's what I mean from the start.
That you could be like where like if the author wrote a battle, you could see it technically going either way. But I can concede the Bakugan.
If both users were even in perfect clones, and then they trained their skill to the same level of skill, and one had a Byakugan and one had a Rinnegan, more times than not, the Byakugan user would beat the Rinnegan user. I'm not saying the Rinnegan user could win, but the Rinnegan user would lose because the Byakugan seems to counter the Rinnegan's abilities. Well, not as an advantage on it.
Yeah.
Just as an advantage. It's the same reason why, like, just taking Orochimaru and Jiraiya. Both of them are arguably the same. Jiraiya is stronger, but let's just say for the sake of argument, they're the same. But because of fighting style, a Sharingan just has an advantage against an Orochimaru type guy. That's a ninjutsu focused guy. But a guy that focuses on unique, intuitive fighting, like developing their skill, not just on a whole bunch of like copied moves. The Sharingan would have a very hard time against a naturally developed, unique kind of user.
Yeah.
It's just a style matchup. Yeah. And like that's my point. Above the three eyes, the Rinnegan has a harder time against a Byakugan. And guess what? Who the Shades of Six Paths had a hard time against? His mom, Who also had a what? Byakugan.
Yes. But he also sealed it with one of the Rinnegan powers by sealing it into the goddamn moon.
Yes.
Because that attack is fucking godly.
Yes. But my point is, can that attack stop? Can that attack stop a Sharingan user? Can a Sharingan user get away from it? Yes, they can. And can a Byakugan user arguably get away from that attack? Yes, they can.
Really good.
Yes, it's really good. I'm not denying that's not one of the strongest attacks I've ever seen. In Naruto, yes, I'm not denying that it's not one of the strongest. But I can see you doing it every time you're going to, before you do your repulsion techniques. I can know you're going to do it like 3 seconds before you do it. Do you know in battle how huge that is? Are you a fighter? Do you know how big 3 seconds is?
That's fair. But
like 3-5 seconds?
I'm arguing that Rinnegan is the most versatile because, like you said, in war...
No, the argument was the strongest.
Yeah, and I think
your sub-argument now is the most versatile.
No,
you can have a sub-argument. You can have a sub-art. The main argument was the strongest.
Yeah,
it's like 3-1, but now you're versatile.
No.
And I don't think it's more versatile.
When I first presented my argument, I said I think it's the strongest because it's the most versatile.
That's a sub-argument. Yes, we'll continue.
Whatever. The ability to mind read someone and bring someone back to life from the dead is a very powerful, very powerful moves.
You can mind read me, but can you stop me from hitting you in the face?
I can use the other paths to stop you.
But you have to switch. If you're not using puppets, so what are you using? Puppets or not puppets?
Oh my God, TJ.
It's a style preference.
Yes.
But what you want, how you want to use your thing? You use puppets or you cannot use puppets.
But you see the utility that can bring to be able to fucking mind read someone.
Okay, and I don't need to mind read someone.
Someone's like
I don't need to mind read somebody when I can look at your chakra and pretty much read whatever you're gonna do beforehand. That gives me huge insight. It's simpler. It's really faster in fights. I don't need to read some first information. I know what you're doing.
You can make the argument that the reason that Pain even went through the trouble of getting those people is because they fought Jiraiya before and he needed the fucking intel. But that was the whole, so he just ripped the intel out of their mind.
And he also was mind fucking with Jiraiya.
Yeah.
Because when he was fighting them, it would mind fuck with him. He would think more about the fight, and he's like, there's a pattern here. It messed with him. It slowed him down because he was thinking too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, because he prepped time. Pain is smart, and he prepped times with him. And he played mind games with him. But I'm not talking...
super good.
I'm not talking about what Pain did. I'm talking about the average user does.
But, like, if you had those powers, you would be mind read... Not necessarily you, because you don't like transgression people, but an immoral you would just be mind wiping people and stealing all of their knowledge and getting stronger.
Okay, and I don't think it works to that level either way, but I would be using the chakra to my seeing ability to like read chakra all day. That's pretty much all day. Water break. Do you want water for water break?
Yeah, sure.
Want water? Yeah, it's pretty good water. It's pretty good. Here, you should take it. But here you go, buddy. But look, it's good. It's a good power. But again, is it the best power in any category? So I gave you a lot of arguments before the prep. So is it the best power? Because you did all this research.
No, it's the most versatile. I think that's why it's the strongest.
So Sharingan is the best in combat.
Okay.
All right. Mm-hmm. Is it the best in gathering information? It's not. The Byakugan is.
Being able to mind read.
Being able to mind read, I still have to come in contact with somebody.
Yes, you have to come in contact with them.
Almost every... To get bodies, I have to fight people and come in contact with them. Mm-hmm. To do most of these things, I have to come in contact with people. I'm going to black rod people. I have to get a body to do this anyway and control it. I still have to fight people. A Byakugan, I could literally lead a squad and look like, looking a mile away from a fight. Even in modern warfare, we don't engage enemies that far. Yeah, that's what's going on. Infrared vision. Yeah, there's guys over there looking at these electricity waves. Yeah, there's let me look in deeper. Oh, yeah, they have supplies in that truck. There's missiles and shit there too. There's hostages. The information that you get from a Byakugan far exceeds any of this. You could have multiple Byakugan, an average Byakugan user on a team makes a team, any team, far better than if they didn't have one. Versus Sharingan user, they cannot get this level of information without coming one-on-one with somebody. A Rinnegan user has similar problems, and if they're going to get intel to mimic something closer to a Byakugan, they have to now have bodies. And then so one style of fighting with a Rinnegan is closer to a Sharingan, and the other style, which requires bodies and danger, means that like you have to do it another way, which is just kind of stupid. Now the Byakugan excels purely in data gathering technology. That's what's also one of the most covetous eyes. It's the most covetous because it's fucking great. It's like you can look 2 miles away. There's arguably no limit. It's just how strong you can level it up and make your chakra like, yeah, I'm looking with minimal effort. Like, No, the Byakugan is the best at gathering information. In different areas, the Byakugan and the Sharingan excel in number 1. The Rinnegan is pretty much number 2 at many areas, or number 3. So it's not, even if you average them out in categories, if you average them out, the Byakugan would come number 1 overall, because it would be pretty stable. Number 2 in the categories as weakest is at least number 2 consistently over and over and over again. And so in one-on-one fighting, which one's the better one? Byakugan would be number 2 under Sharingan. If you're talking about information gathering, it's number 1. If you're talking about, give me categories of what it's weak against.
I think the Rinnegan is as good as information gathering because you can fucking mind steal people. You can get information.
You have to get close to people,
yes,
which literally undermines your mind reading powers.
But if you're using puppets, you can reincarnate the puppets. It's not a high risk.
No, you have to get puppets to get them.
Yes.
And then you have to do that. You have to bring them back.
Yes. But once you
we're not using Nagato before we talked about this when I prepped it, because your arguments are weak. They're a little bit better, but now you're using like lots of fallacious reasonings. Like once again,
how am I using fallacious reasoning?
A little bit more sophisticated. My thing is not like before. We're not going into bringing back puppets all day like you're literally Nagato or Madara. Before we went into this, I talked about the average user. The average user, because you can get to something there. I don't know how many times you can bring back these puppets. You still have to engage in fighting with people, which puts you at risk. At a high risk. When Pain fought people at a similar level to himself, he lost puppets, and it was very dangerous for him. And he reasoned one of the reasons why he blew up and he killed people meticulously to hide his secrets. Yes. To hide his secrets, because the way he uses puppets was extremely dangerous. If you found it out, it would negate the effectiveness of his techniques a lot. So it was very important that people didn't find out about how he used techniques. If he doesn't use, let's say his body wasn't crippled. If he didn't use his puppets, he would lose most of those abilities that were gained from the puppets in the fact that he had 360 vision and all of the information gathering stuff, because he can use the bodies to figure out a style while he's fighting you to then come up with tactics to beat you. He loses that versatility when he's by himself.
Which gives me my point that the Rinnegan is a very versatile eye move. Like the things that the Sharingan gives you a lot of versatility as well. And Bakugan gives you versatility too, but I think the Rinnegan gives you the most.
Okay, and that's what I just literally said. I gave you drawbacks to it. What you have to do, those are drawbacks. There's not versatility points. You can switch between the two and how you use it, but you can use any one a different way if you're creative enough. So the problem is that you're saying absolutely like, yeah, I could do it like this or that. No, when you're doing it like this, it takes prep time. Getting bodies, black rotting them, doing it. You need an infrastructure. I'm sorry, the Sage 6 Path had the infrastructure and economy to support his freaking moves. Then the other guy had the infrastructure and economy. You have to go get a damn village and do all this stuff to literally support him using the techniques this way. It's not just like you have to do like embalming on this stuff and keep the bodies in pristine, because it's not something you can just do haphazardly. Get out of here with this. Okay, it doesn't even work like this.
He says,
so it's like,
he says the average Rinnegan user is fucking OP.
The average Rinnegan.
We've only seen 5 of them, and they're all like super OP people.
Okay, we did this before, and now you're going back into that with the average. So you're trying to use distinctly powerful characters.
But no.
So now let's take this. Let's take the Rinnegan. Let's take the Rinnegan. It is, if we took the Rinnegan and transplanted it into average ninjas coming up, which it can possibly be done, would they be that powerful? No, they would not. No, they would not. So let's keep it real. We're hypothetical to get an even estimate for how it would be used. Mm-hmm. We're not going to use the strongest characters. It's like literally you go in Dragon Ball world. Listen, let me take the average of the Z fighters. Come on, this is bullshit. Like, I mean, it's all Dragon Ball characters, Planet Busters.
But if you gave any of these powers to the average person, they wouldn't be that strong. Cause we saw.
Okay, it doesn't. But that's not. No. Okay, let's use logic. Okay. If you gave these powers to the average ninjas, and we had an average Sharingan user versus an average Byakugan user, the Sharingan user in a 1-on-1 fight, just using taijutsu, has an advantage. So the Sharingan user has the genjutsu that it could say stuff for you to do if they were fighting other people. Sharingan has an advantage. It's about even, but I slightly favor Sharingan because I can learn moves very quickly, and I'll read and get stronger. The Sharingan is the fastest to get stronger. When it comes to becoming stronger really fast, it copies. It's really good. It's because I copy doesn't mean I understand. The Byakugan is the strongest in the long run because with too hard work, you can become broken. The Rinnegan is the second strongest to make in the long run, and in the long run, the Sharingan is the third. Okay, and the reason why is because the Rinnegan gives me insight to see in chakra flow, and I can also train myself. With the 5 elements that I have, I can learn any seal and special technique. The Byakugan gives me more insight, and I can see exactly how you do your move, and I can see how you perform your hand skills, and I could literally, with hard work, learn anything that you do, with hard work, and I could get multiple things. I could see you watching you practice from like a mile away and copy your moves, and then do that. Especially with Shadow Clones, it would speed that up a lot. In the long run, the powers that a Byakugan user the skills that they can develop and abilities are maxed out. However, in the short term, if we're talking about quickly, a Sharingan has the advantage. Now, let's go back into this. If you take a Sharingan user and they have to fight somebody, yes, they would be faster, just off the base. But if we're talking about long-term development, a Byakugan user clearly is better. However, if they're fighting each other on average and you just gave them powers, the Sharingan suggestions would not work on a Byakugan or a Rinnegan user. It would have like zero effect on a Rinnegan, on a Sharingan user, a Byakugan user, and it would have negligible effect on a Rinnegan user.
Yeah.
The Sharingan can copy what a Gentle Fist user does, but that doesn't seem to help you out at all. The Sharingan cannot copy their if we're going into like the powers that you get to, it can't really it can't really stop okay, I'm not even going to use the techniques like the rotation heaven move, the moves that they learn. I'm not going to use that. I could see what you're going to do. So you're watching my muscle movements and stuff and predicting what I'm going to do, but I'm also predicting what you're going to do because I can see everything you're going to do within your body. And because I can see what you're going to do before you even think about what you're going to do, I'm literally seeing how all the energy in your body flows, and that tells me how you're going to punch and kick and everything else. And that's how the Sharingan works. The Sharingan works similarly from reading chakra flows, but it just sends this information faster to my brain, and my brain interprets that information at a way faster rate. But if I'm a ninja and I can see how your thing works, that gives me a large insight that the target is explicit. The Byakugan gives me implicit information to use. So I'd rather that. And so any jutsu you're going to copy is going to pretty much work. I could see that. So it's tossable how that goes down. Now, if we give them moves, if we start to give them powers of how to use the higher powers of their abilities, like the Genjutsu suggestion and all that stuff, which is a little bit more skilled. Sasuke couldn't do that in the beginning. And I give the guy the Tenketsu touch, and I give him the spit-in heavenly seal move, those two moves, because that's what Neji had, and Sasuke, and Kagashi, if he taught Neji what's going to use the powers to suggest, and those other things that are in the bio from the Sharingan. When you're a master Sharingan user, right? Not even a master, but you're pretty, you know the moves.
Yeah.
A Byakugan still has the advantage because there's nothing a Sharingan user can do with your Sharingan powers because Genjutsu doesn't work, and copying you, the inside's kind of canceled out. There's nothing you can do, even with any ninjutsu technique you've copied, that could beat my shield. My shield is like really kind of broken almost, and then it's like if I touch you in this fight at any point in this fight, you're dead. You're dead, or you're really handicapped. And if I do this, and I can literally submit you by 64-inch palming you or 32, and shutting off your Tenketsus, and now you lost your Sharingan. if I touch you in the head or the neck, I could disrupt your Sharingan eye flows. You have to activate it back on, and like maybe it takes you 3 seconds, a second, 5 seconds, 2 minutes. Who knows? But I have more variables to disrupt you. That is variation. The way I could use my Byakugan gives me so many options in a fight. Rinnegan user, I have different power options off my eyes that I have to do, but I have to learn how to use them. So let's take now off the base Rinnegan user and a Sharingan user. A Rinnegan user, Rinnegan arguably gives them more chakra because they were linking this to Nagato, saying, oh, his chakra comes from his eyes, which he was a Uzumaki, and they all seem to have real chakra, so I don't even know if that's true, because that could be wrong. It's like saying Hulk is the strongest. That doesn't mean he's literally the strongest.
Yeah.
That's an opinion. Those guys are saying this with imperfect knowledge.
Yeah.
So we don't know because he also had Madara's chakra, and the character's chakra is infused in their organs, kind of carries over. So a large chakra carried over. So we don't know if he's even this is native chakra that's making him this strong. So that's so. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, said that it boosted your chakra, because that was this implied. That may be there. There's two implications there, right? But let's use the other one. That it boosted your chakra. Gives me more chakra, and I have because I'm trying to boost you up, and it gives me more chakra, but it gives me multiple elements. So maybe it might make my fire element stronger, my water element move stronger. But I'm not gonna have unique release moves, so a Sharingan user could copy them, so that negates the effectiveness against a Sharingan user, and a Byakugan user can see me doing them way before I do them as well, and then he could counter that, and by running around or jumping because he knows where it's gonna go. The insight that he has is really good, and so it's not that great, but it does seemingly. It's pretty good. Now, when we get to the second stage of their powers, like, they're not mastered, but they're, you can now use, like, these eye powers, right? Like, you switch between eye powers. At that stage, the Byakugan user, the Rinnegan user has an advantage over a basic Sharingan user. The only way a Sharingan user is kind of, like, touching a Rinnegan user is a Mangekyo. That is, like, clearly what's going on there. It's not going to just touch it. You know what I mean? Like, a Rinnegan is strong. But a Rinnegan user is going to have a hard time beating a Byakugan user, even with their Rinnegan powers, as we just went over. So if we're talking about versatility, I know what you're going to do. It gives me so much versatility and options of how I could engage you in a fight. I could literally engage you far away. I could run away and engage you through obstacles. I could literally, you know what a flaw of the Rinnegan's power is that if I create dust, you can't see my chakra. I could see you. I could literally do area damaging attacks that obstruct your vision, and I have perfect vision. I can see you and kill you, and you have to switch, so that creates like a gap. Most of the powers of the Sage of Six Paths has gaps. Even when they use them, there's gaps to use them again. I could kill you. There's a bigger advantage against a Byakugan user of the same level fighting a Rinnegan user than and it just is. But a Rinnegan user situationally at different levels of development has an advantage over a Sharingan user, right? It's Rinnegan's really strong. And this is just my point. The Byakugan is consistently at just the Byakugan able to fight against all of the three great eyes. The Byakugan can still hold its own against an eternal Mangekyo or an eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. It could hold its own against them. The Byakugan is a really, really, really powerful eye. And the Rinnegan, it doesn't have these weaknesses. In fact, because it gives me so much variability in understanding. When you get to the moves, which is maybe not even all the moves that you have from a Byakugan, it gives me a lot of options. And those are the options from the style that comes from my eye technique. That's not even the fact that I could learn, like a Sharingan, other powers. Like just a Byakugan, it's strong. And I'm not saying off the base, which is stronger out the gate. It would be a Sharingan. The Sharingan would be the strongest out the gate. Like if you get a Sharingan user and a Rinnegan user and a Byakugan user out the gate and give them 3 months to see ninjas and come back, a Sharingan user is going to be stronger. Right? A Rinnegan user gets stronger by the time they learn to use their eye powers. And they would learn it and be like, oh, okay, I'm stronger, right? But once a Byakugan user learns skills, that starts evaporating very fast. It's the best power. It really is.
But does the Byakugan actually give you, like, the ability to, like, learn other styles of, like ninjutsu?
Yes.
Because
If we look at how the eye powers work, a Sharingan and a Rinnegan, the reason why the Rinnegan is able to learn faster is because it could do what the Sharingan and the Byakugan could do. It could give me insight more than the Sharingan into how your chakra flows. You know, I can see your chakra, the energy around, and I can see some of it within, right? And so that gives me a faster rate because I can see how chakra is molded a bit. The Byakugan gives me 100% clarity, right? The Sharingan superficially sees chakra flow. The Rinnegan has a greater one, right? Just basic argument. Byakugan gives me perfect. I'm not denying that the Hyugas use the Byakugan shitty. They've used it in a shitty way.
I thought that the Byakugan didn't actually, improve your learning to that degree. It's just like if I slowed down a super talented martial artist and got a high speed camera and saw exactly how he did his moves, doesn't mean that I have an advantage in learning how to do the move. I still have to start.
Yes, it does. Yes,
from
it does.
The base level.
Yes, you have, but that's the same thing with a Sharingan.
I'm
that's
pretty
the same
sure
exact
there's
thing
an
with a
element
Sharingan.
of the Sharingan actually mirrors in the sense that when you see
if you don't have the base, if I'm not a gymnast, if I don't have that bloodline or that nature element, I can't do those moves. It's the same exact thing. The Sharingan just gives me a faster base rate. The Sharingan gives me the ability to copy instantly. It doesn't give me the experience of how to do it. So if I fought another guy with more experience with his move, I'd probably lose.
Yeah.
That's the confusion you have. With the Byakugan, I have to learn it. Yes, but I could see it. The Byakugan makes high speed attacks almost useless because I could see your high super speed. Read it. It gives me I could see through super speed.
Yeah.
I'm seeing what you're doing because it's even faster. It's even better. Sharingan has problems with super speed. It has problems. That's kind of its weakness. Byakugan doesn't have these problems.
Yeah.
It's seeing you coming at me, so it's even better. So now I can see every way. I can see your hand seals. I can see every minute detail of how your chakra works. I can see how you mold your chakra perfectly. I can see if you have any magical beast inside of you. If I practice and copy you, watching you a couple of times or doing it myself, I can learn how to do it faster. It's like this. Superman could learn martial arts, various martial arts. It would make him a better fighter. He doesn't because he's already Superman. He's so powerful, it makes him reckless. Wolverine is a great martial artist. He can dodge bullets and stuff, but he doesn't even dodge bullets. Why do I need to dodge bullets when he can't kill me? Just get up. Or just spit it out. Dude, Byakugan is so strong that they don't even do all this other stuff because it's you kind of don't need to. It's that strong. You don't see Byakugan users not using other ninjutsus. Not that they can't do it.
Yeah.
It's that they don't. That's my point is that they use it inefficiently. I'm not going to deny that they don't use their power inefficiently. I would take a Byakugan and I would max it out because I would be going to school because Neji in order to pass classes had to learn the basic ninjutsu. He never uses them. To pass the class in the Ninja Academy, they had to use ninjutsu techniques like fire and clones. He doesn't use them. I would learn them. I would go and be like, these are basic techniques, yeah. And I would learn them pretty fast. And Neji did learn fast. It's implied in the story because he was a genius. He learned everything really fast. Because the Byakugan helps him to learn really fast. Because one of the things that makes you really good at learning is insight into chakra, right? Natural insight, instinct. Byakugan gives me insight. Gives me 100% chakra call, which is really important as well. So that's what I need. And that's what my Byakugan gives me. Also, mimicking you because I could see you move. I can mimic all these minute details of how you move because I could copy with my Byakugan. I could see you, and just study it while I watch you. I could watch you from far away. So even if you have secretly training, I could just watch you and learn your secrets. You could, if you wanted to, you can really get powerful with a Byakugan, but it's hard work, as I just outlined. A Sharingan, I just have to see you and do it. But again, I'm seeing you, I'm fighting you, it's kind of dangerous, so it means I could die, or I sneak in and watch you. It's pretty good. They're both good, but the way that the Sharingan works is in principle not very much different from how the Byakugan works, except the Byakugan gives me a larger insight, and it's even better at reading high-speed movements, which the Sharingan can't do. The Sharingan power gives me a photographic memory. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It changes my brain, so I could store information and use them differently when I turn it on. That's the difference, but the mechanics of how it works is implicitly inside the Byakugan. So, yeah, you have to work hard, but we've seen ninjas work hard.
Yeah.
So yes, in the long run, that's my point. Is that the Byakugan is a stronger ability in the long run of hard work. If you were a hard worker and you tried to learn everything, it's a stronger ability in the long run. Because I could even see how do you use your unique powers. Whereas a Sharingan, I don't know what you're doing with unique powers.
Yeah.
Like, oh, he did this seal, but I don't know how he does this. You know?
Yeah.
I can see it. When Kaguya was like, I think they're my sons. Wait a second. Byakugan. Yeah, they're my sons. Yeah. See what's going on there. Byakugan is better. And she had a Rene Sharingan. And she still used a Byakugan.
Yeah. It wasn't unbeatable, though.
I'm not arguing she was unbeatable.
Like,
I'm arguing the power of the Byakugan.
It didn't like make her like you can she could see the attacks coming, but it's like if you can't like dodge the attack, you still get hit by the attack.
She was fighting two powerful god killing guys. Okay,
let's not forget.
That were together, that have been like combining their skills since they were little kids. Okay, together, and the other problem that she had was a problem of too many fucking eye powers. Okay, this is what your Rinnegan has. Rene Sharingan, have to switch between these modes and use all the stuff. Too many eye powers, okay? That's a problem. Okay, yeah, but versatility and this and that. You're not gonna max anything out or learn anything. You're like, yeah, maybe I should go back to like getting bodies. Oh gosh, I didn't take care of my bodies well, so they decompose. Now I gotta prep time again and get new bodies. I'm sorry, you're not training during this time where your bodies, like, you know, and we're training and getting stronger. It's not that great, man.
That gravity power is
super
busted. It's like the X Factor is like the gravity power is like.
But against like, normal ninjas,
against, like
let's put it like this.
Bakugan,
so let's put it like this. Let's put it like this. Let's put it like this. If you had a fight and we had to take out the most ninja in the short of time, Rinnegan cleans battlefields. I am not denying this. It cleans battlefields. Okay, it's like summon the moon, like blowing up a village, summoning Death God, like King Death God to kill everyone. Like the things it can do in a large field, in a battle, bring back my guys from the dead. You know, like my army, it's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Well, as a user, we're talking overall. Just so taking like in function, I win the battle with similar data and stuff like that you can get from Rinnegan from your clones, from your Necro puppets. Yes, I could with a Byakugan. I could do a lot of the functional things you can do with a Byakugan. I can't. There's unique things I can't do. I can't clean the battlefield like you can. Yeah. But I could win battles with a Sharingan. I could still win battles, but I have less data gathering than a Sharingan. I just have less. And a Byakugan, I'm sorry, if I could look from 2 miles away and see everything and get info with shadow clones, like that is overwhelming. You know what besides wars? Information. Okay? And that is a huge changer of the game. And the Rinnegan doesn't come close to that. The Rinnegan with an infrastructure and an army is a very, very powerful. I'm not saying it's garbage. Shit, like if you gave me a turn and said, would you want a Rinnegan or not? I'd be like, fucking bitch, give me that Rinnegan. Like, give me that Rinnegan. But like, I'm gonna take the Rinnegan, okay? If you said to me, TJ, would you want a Sharingan or a Rinnegan? Give me the Rinnegan. It fits my style, right? It fits my style over a Sharingan. But if you gave me the 3 powers and I believe I was gonna live long enough to max out, I'm picking a Byakugan.
And I'm picking the Rinnegan.
Okay.
And we're going to have our maxed out battle, but...
Yeah, and I have like all these crazy powers, and you're like, man, wonder what power I'm going to use, and I'm going to be using like, you know, a Tetsugun.
I'll be just be like, yep. And I'll be sure to just, you know, like...
Use my Tetsugun?
Like, TJ is referring just to things that aren't canon, just to be that guy.
Yeah, you know, and I'm like, oh yeah, I've been maxed out time to use my Tetsugun power. Now I've developed my Tetsugun.
So how are we gonna wrap this up?
Yeah, I didn't even go through all of the stuff. Because like literally there's so much that I have that I can use. And I'll even just go into some of it. The thing is that if we even took the characters themselves, and let's even take character representatives and put hypotheticals against each other, the fact is that while he's very strong and it would be a disadvantage, Itachi could still pull a win against Pain. Is this true or not? Could Itachi arguably pull a win against Pain?
I feel like Pain is a bad matchup for Itachi.
Yes, I was gonna go. Pain is a bad matchup.
I don't think that he could win. Like,
yeah, I think more times than not, Pain would win. But Itachi could pull the win. That's all I'm saying. Could Itachi pull some wins?
I guess theoretically, yeah.
How many wins? I think Itachi could pull a fair number of wins out of 10. The reason is like Pain is like Jiraiya, except Jiraiya with eye powers.
Yeah.
Okay, if Jiraiya had powers, he would have a Rinnegan, and Orochimaru would have a Sharingan, and Tsunade would probably have picked the Byakugan because it would help her heal, and you know what I mean. Example, Hinata has eye power, as a healer, right? Because of you need that kind of 100% efficiency and to see a problem and see any medical condition. Okay, now my thing is that the repulsion power that Pain had can be countered by a Masaru. So he could combine these powers, which is arguable that you can do this with the Rinnegan, except if you're using the multiple puppets. So let's say he fought Pain. Pain could pull him close. He could put on Susanoo, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to touch him. What I'm going to do. Yeah. Now, the girl with the chakra technique could do that, but you can still burn him. When she's sucking my Susanoo, I can still burn you. That guy's dead. Now you're going to bring him back to life. When you bring him back to life, got another Susanoo, you know what I mean? And, to back at it again, I have Genjutsu abilities that are kind of pretty good. Like, Genjutsu is my specialty. Guess what? Jiraiya fucked 3 of them up with Genjutsu, and it was 5. He would have cut off 5 and killed them all. It would have been pretty much checkmate at that point. He would put Pain in checkmate. So, again, like, Itachi is a Genjutsu master. Yeah. So he lives in Genjutsu world. And it's like, well, the Genjutsu is not as good against a Rinnegan user, but it's not ineffective.
Yeah.
That wouldn't work against a Byakugan user. And I used a bad matchup like Itachi, and Itachi could pull a win. Obito has even better chance of pulling a win because he could go intangible. Repulsion. No, I can't repulse you. What am I going to do to you when you're in a different world where you can teleport and run away? And then teleport back and punch me in the face. There's not much that he can do. They could do against him. He's strong. He can fight really good. He has techniques. It's very hard to beat Obito. And if you give Obito both his eyes, Pain's probably going to get fucked up.
Yeah, I can see
okay, there's the Sharingan users. Okay, not any Sharingan, a Mangekyo. You have to have a Mangekyo. Fuck it, you have to. You cannot be a Sharingan user and fuck with Rinnegans. Just get that shit out of here. The entire Sharingan population, minus Rinnegans, would just die and they'd blow them all up and be dead. So they're just out of that. Okay, it's only Mangekyos allowed. Okay, it's just truth. You know it's true, and it's where you're laughing. It's sitting on your head. It's true.
Itachi killed them all with just
it's like the Rinnegans would be like God. They'd be like, oh my gosh, we're dead. So it's like I'm not debating like they would get owned Sharingan users, but Mangekyo or Eternal Sharingan Mangekyo users have a better chance. Yeah. They have the powers to win in a one-on-one fight. So I'm not explaining everything by a one-on-one fight because in a war I would like who's gonna be your leader, the Sharingan guy or Rinnegan guy. I'm gonna want the Rinnegan guy if I'm picking between the two. There's pros and cons between them, but my point is that a Sharingan user can pull a fight. They can win. They can win the fight, and so that takes away from the mystique of a Rinnegan. Now, can a Sharingan user beat a Byakugan user? Yes, they can. But is it easy? No. So let's take Sasuke and Neji. Rock Lee fought like Sasuke, and he was like, yeah, it was pretty good. And he stole his belly. He's like, still kind of want to fight Neji, though. Yeah. Neji was still a favorite to win. He was a favorite to win it all. It was because it's got between him and Gaara. Yeah. And it was like, Gaara was like, it wasn't sure who would win between him and Gaara. At the time, you were like, those were the two top head dogs that were going to probably ascend to the finals. Except Naruto beat them both. But like outside of that, it's like, yeah, you don't know because Nate, he lost to Rock Lee. He got Rock Lee's ability, but it's still not sure if he could have beat Rock Lee. Once Rock Lee opened those gates, the speed Rock Lee had would have surpassed Sasuke.
Yeah.
And speed is a problem for Sharingan users. So it doesn't even mean that he would beat him. So this is already a problem. Like, and it's like, can Sasuke beat Neji to the point that Neji would not be able to touch Sasuke? I'm not sure about that. That's the thing I'm not sure. In a prolonged fight, would Neji never be able to touch Sasuke? Hit him. I think he'd be able to hit him. And that's where I'm going to give the advantage to him. That's why everybody kind of was implicitly giving him an advantage. Even like what was his name? Kakashi was like, yeah, he kind of have a disadvantage with the train.
Yeah.
Neji was like, yeah, I'm cool. Come on, 10-10, let's go on dates. Okay, they were training, but like, he was trying to learn like new techniques because he was like, I'm going to kill my family. He was borderline about to kill. Neji was borderline about to be the next Adam Itachi. I'm going to kill all the Hikas for revenge. He was borderline becoming an Itachi. Okay, so now let's take that. Baseline Sharingan at low levels. Now Neji learning all of his family secrets, getting access to better moves, becomes a Jonin, and Sasuke doesn't even use his family's powers anymore. He just starts getting powered up, and I don't even count Sasuke anymore. So let's take him out because he's like just some chimera of a character now. But like, let's take Itachi. Can Neji, a Byakugan user at Neji level, do well against somebody with a Mangekyo Sharingan or a Sharingan? Remember, telling me what to do with Genjutsu is useless against a Byakugan. Also remember this: if we're fighting against each other, does Susanoo work against a Byakugan user really well? No, it doesn't. The reason why is because Susanoo is pure chakra. Is it not made of pure chakra? It's made of pure chakra. I can see everything Susanoo's gonna do before it does it, and I can dodge Susanoo's attacks. It's like I can see when you're gonna shoot your flame. The problem that other people have is that they can't see it. I can see it, and I can dodge it. Like, there's no attacks that a Mangekyo user has that a Byakugan user couldn't dodge or block and then prolong the fight. A Byakugan user could win by dragging the fight out and wearing out the Mangekyo user's power and then going in for the finishing blow. And I'm using the basic abilities of 64 Palm and the spinning move that I forgot, like Heaven's Whirlwind or some crap, I don't remember. But with the other palm attacks that they have, like, the Buddha Palm attacks and all that other stuff like that, they win. Because you know what happens? Those moves don't stop you from getting hit. I can hit you arguably in Susanoo when you have those powers on. Okay? So that's my point, is that we've already acknowledged that a Byakugan user can fight a Rinnegan user. But now I'm showing you that it can fight a Sharingan user, with situations. The Byakugan is the best, eye power. I'm not even using any other powers on top of it. Like, maybe I learned earth powers or fire power, fire jutsus or something like that. I'm not even using any of this other extra stuff. Just basic Byakugan style itself. It is the best power. It's the best power that was never used right. Because using it right would be mimicking the Sharingan a bit, where you're taking your time to learn all these different styles. But again, that's what they didn't do. But if they did, it would be broken. It would be like using a speedster, and he just literally runs around and kills everybody with a sword. It would be too broken. The Byakugan is broken. It is the most broken power. The Sharingan has more limits in place on it than a Byakugan. Byakugan can see through anything. You can't hide from me. That's what I'm saying. You shoot whatever you want to say. Counter it however you can.
I made my points and I'm sticking to them.
That is versatile? And that's why it's the strongest? Okay, but I made points countering its versatility. And you're gonna stick to that after I pretty much ate.
I've made my arguments. I'm done.
Oh, you're done? Alright, man, that's it, man. Now, anybody else could decide who won. I think I won. I think I clearly won, but
I think you talked longer.
I did talk longer because I was waiting for you, because I'm like trying to get some back from you, because you're like, I'm arguing it's the strongest, it's the most versatile. And that's it. As I just read this Wikipedia list, it's like really like Like, that's it? Like, is that it? Like, come on now. Like, it's not that versatile. If you ranked it in a grid of just hypothetically what's better in situations, the Byakugan, as I made my point from before, and I just made more explicit, it ranks more consistent at a higher level. The other ones are either 1 or 3. 1 or 3. You know, going either odds. The Byakugan is at least number 2 in all, and not at least in all, but it's number 1 in areas, and then it's number 2 at worst. Whereas the Sharingan is number 3 in some areas, and the Byakugan is number 3 in other areas. The Sharingan is at worst is number 2, and it's number 1. If you did it by odds, it's better in categories. It's just better. It works better in multiple scenarios. It was never used right. If you used it right with your powers and you literally trained with other abilities, it would be the strongest. And I'm behind the Sharingan. If you were using it, I mean the Byakugan, if you're using it the way I'm suggesting to, would be the Rinnegan. It would be the second one to do that, and then the Sharingan would be the worst. But the Rinnegan is, again, just to wrap up, is a really good power. But it's not the strongest power, and it's arguably not the most versatile either. Because if we're looking at it by functions alone, every single function that you could do, there's many ways to get the same point. And every single function you can do, I can use my Byakugan with prep time to have done a similar thing. And prep time is important inside the Rinnegan.
Bringing someone back to life. And you can get that function with prep time.
Tetsugan. Okay, I actually countered you in the prep one argument for you before, where I could actually use my Byakugan and arguably learn a revival technique like Kabuto or Orochimaru's, you know, in Death World or whatever that movie's called, Death Revival World or whatever. I could look at how they do it and watch them do it and then study it and get it. I would get it far faster than Kabuto got it from Orochimaru. And I could do it. So yes, if I really wanted to, and the information was out there, and people could do it, I could learn it. So yes, in the short term, comparatively, the Rinnegan could give me these functions faster. But in the long term, right, if I put enough effort into it, I can get the same function through my Byakugan. I couldn't copy that move with the Sharingan. Why the hell would I even need to go study that? Because I have a Rinnegan, but I could learn it with Byakugan.
Yeah, I've made my peace with this argument.
Thank you. Right, we did. That was pretty good. Let's wrap it up. I think I won.
I think that I won, but okay.
Original stories made here. Light novels, anime, manga, and games. For more, visit yououtherust.com.